You know who I can't take seriously? Who I left the draft disgusted with and disgusted by? Disgusted.
Okay.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh.
What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to this channel and you would like to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers, and please hit that bell so you're notified every time I drop brand new content. And please like this video so we can get to our goal of at least 200 likes. Well, Raider Nation, the draft is officially behind us. We're more than a week out after the draft was done, and there's already been a lot of smack talk coming out the Raiders' way. You know, we've been getting a lot of disrespect in the last few weeks, primarily because we didn't get a quarterback in the first round. And honestly, I believe there was only 3 quarterbacks worthy of going in the first round, with that being Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and JJ McCarthy. I don't believe the Raiders were in dire need for a quarterback that desperately to go and move up in the top 10 and go draft a quarterback just because we needed a quarterback. Like I've been saying all offseason, Raider Nation, I didn't want our Raiders to simply draft a quarterback in the first round just because we needed one. You know, unless we were going to move up and get us one of the top 3 that I just named, then yes, by all means, go ahead and move up. But the way that the draft ended up, you know, we ended up not moving up, and all the quarterbacks went before the Raiders picked at 13. 6 quarterbacks got picked before the Raiders even made a selection. So with that being said, you know, Emmanuel Acho from the Fox Sports show Speak came out and said the Raiders were one of the biggest losers from the draft. And how could that be? You know, yes, I know we have AOC and Gardner Minshew at the quarterback position right now, but like I said, if there was no great quarterbacks available at 13, why would we be in desperate mode and go get a quarterback? You know, he even said that those 3 quarterbacks that I mentioned were the only good ones, and he added Drake May. So for the fact that he said all that, and he wanted the Raiders to get a Bo Nix or a Michael Penix just to get a quarterback, that speaks volumes just how stupid he is and just how much of a hater he is. You know, it's obvious that ESPN, the NFL Network, Fox Sports, all these television broadcasts all hate the Raiders. You know, when other teams do good on their highlights, they always seem to put the Raiders on the bad end of the deal. So with that being said, we're always going to be hated, Raider Nation. You know, we're used to this. And how could you grade a draft it being terrible when these players haven't even suited up yet? We haven't even been to rookie mini camp, you know? So it's a little bit immature to say that the Raiders had a bad draft when we haven't even suited up yet. You know, let's see. You can't even, in reality, you can't grade or judge these players until 3 or 4 years down the line. Just look at Tyree. If you were to grade him at the beginning of the season, I would have thought he was a bust, getting no sacks, getting no pressures. But as the season went on, he got healthy. He got more comfortable in the system. You know, Patrick Graham was doing a lot of different things with him then at the end of the season than he was at the beginning, and eventually he became a great player on our defense. I'm not going to say he's on the same level as a Malcolm Kuntz or a Max Crosby, but when we moved him inside the rush with Max, he was getting a lot of pressure, and he ended up finishing the season with more than 2 sacks. So, you know, the jury's still on Tyree. I expect him to have a hell of a lot better season next year than he did last year. So with that being said, you know, you can't judge a player, you can't grade a player just off of the draft. You know, you got to give him mini camp. You got to give him 1 year, 2, 3, 4 years in on a team to really be able to grade him. So I think it's very immature for all the analysts to be giving the Raiders a terrible draft. At the end of the day, you know, we got the best player available. That was Brock Bowers. And when the draft started a couple months ago, when, you know, all these mock drafts were coming out, everyone was having Brock Bowers as a top 10 pick. And for us to get him at 13, that speaks volumes that he fell to us. A great player fell to 13. He slipped through the cracks because 6 quarterbacks went before the Raiders selected. So, of course, a great player was going to be available by the time the Raiders picked at 13. You know, like I was saying, before the draft started, all those mock drafts, they had in some drafts as Brock Bowers being the best offensive player on the board. So for us to get him, I believe that we got a steal. Could it be the biggest steal of the draft? We'll have to find out in the next few years. Like I said, you can't judge a player before we even hit minicamp. I personally love this Raiders pick that we got Brock Bowers. Like I said, there wasn't no good enough quarterbacks available at 13. Just look at how the draft fared. Bo Nix went 12, and the next quarterback to be selected didn't go into the 4th round, and that was Spencer Rattler. Over 150 picks, over 150 players got selected before the next quarterback got selected. So that speaks volumes. That just makes my point better. The fact that, like I said, there wasn't any good enough quarterbacks available at 13, and the Raiders certainly felt that way, and so did the rest of the NFL, due to the fact that a quarterback didn't go until the 4th round. So like I said, Raider Nation, we're not new to this. This is all old news, how much we get hated. But just look at this last power rankings on the Raiders defense. We're already being ranked as a top 8 defense, and we're only going to get better. Let AP go through this offseason. Let him implement his style of football. This Raiders culture is going in the right direction. We have signed plenty of playmakers this offseason, plenty of guys that are going to make a difference, and I believe the Raiders are going to be a hell of a lot better next year than we were last year. I believe we're the second best team in the division. Most analysts have us finishing dead last in our division. I think that's funny when the Denver Broncos hasn't beat us in the last 4 years, but yet they have them above us. The Chargers, we always split with them. They got a new coach, and yes, they're above us. So, let them talk their shit, and we'll see where the chips fall come September. So that does it for this video, Raider Nation. Like this video, comment on the video. Let me know how you guys feel about all these haters talking shit on the Raiders. And if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, Raider Nation, peace.